So what did you eat, Victor? Did you ever figure out what it was? Was it some E. coli lettuce?
He had some
No.
Chipotle veggie bowl?
Glenn is a menace to society.
I'd say that
I just
again.
had pasta. I really didn't have anything specific, like just gnocchi.
Hello, my friends.
Thank you for joining us for the PEBCAK Podcast, a weekly information security show featuring some all-around good people. It is week 32 of 2025. I'm Chris Louie, and still managed to dodge the COVID after spending a week-long at a super spreader event. With me, we have my co-host, Duke Silver, who is once again off to visit our great north.
You are rage baiting me with this COVID nonsense, bro. I didn't want it. Jesus.
I just dangle that right in front of you.
What are we doing here?
Vancouver, here I come. I'm hoping
It's
for
on
some
the-
cool weather and some rain.
It's
Yeah.
on the Dark Dead Diaries Discord that some person did end up getting really sick from DEF CON.
One person or multiple people? Like,
At least one.
oh, he's on the call with us, right? That one.
He wasn't at DEF CON. That's his own fault.
Yeah. What did they get sick from? Is it Legionnaire's disease?
It might have been. Yeah, maybe they're staying at the Caesars or something.
Gross. Gross.
And we have Glenn Medina, who managed to join us 2 episodes in a row. A rare feat here in 2025.
Yeah, but I'll also tell you this right now. If I ever go back to Las Vegas, I don't need to go back. Let's put it that way.
You gotta send your minions. You don't have to go anymore.
Yeah, I just let the new guys go, or new guys and gals go. I just it's just not it. It's not fun. Not that it's not fun. It's just I think everything there is just so worn down.
You're all Vegas out.
Yeah, Vegas out, or the notoriety, the things to do. It's over, like we talked about. It's overpriced, and it's just underwhelming now.
Yeah, I'll say, as an addendum to our episode 220 last time, Tyson and I and another coworker, we stayed at Venetian, and we were there through the weekend. And I will say, Vegas is alive and well on the Venetian side on a weekend, and maybe it was just because the Backstreet Boys had a concert there, but it was popping and traffic was horrible on that side of the strip.
It was definitely because of the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, I just saw all these young girls and middle-aged women dressed all in white and sequins, and I'm like, well, I know where they're going.
Yeah,
But they can't wear white after Labor Day.
Good things before Labor Day.
White on white. It's probably what Johnny Cash said then. Before Labor Day. When is Labor Day? Is it Monday?
it's the September
is.
2nd.
Yeah, it's
September
early
2nd.
this year.
Yeah,
Yes.
So excited. Can really hold in my excitement.
you can't wait
Then-
to like dress in black like you are right
Yes,
now.
yeah, stop wearing white then.
Literally wearing black. I have white shoes on though.
Clean.
Our guest this
What'd you
week
say,
is the
Victor?
missing man from our Black Hat podcast, Victor DeLuca. Victor was too busy gambling away his $150 commission to join us for the podcast, so I figured he owed us one.
Oh,
Welcome back,
Canada. Did I say that right?
Yeah, hey guys.
What is
a
up with
win is
that,
a
man?
win. A win is a win, and I walked away with some profit. So that's been Vegas for me. I've never lost money on Vegas, and I don't know why, but I guess I've just been lucky.
It's because you don't gamble.
Now he's going to jinx it.
I know. Hey,
I only
gambling.
know how to play one game. I just
Gambling
played
at the
that,
penny
that's all
slots does not count. All right, come
I
on.
know. No.
Why were you not there? You like running security at the Chandelier bar. Is that why you weren't there?
Security?
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
like
he
in the
bounced
gate.
us. He wouldn't let
you
us
were the
in.
you were the gatekeeper to get in.
No. No.
Come on.
I was I had to gamble with my colleagues. They were,
Had to.
Had to.
Had
Please.
to.
Uh-huh.
says Chris, who gambles
thing
on
ever.
anything.
So then how did you fare, by the way? Did you break even? Did you make some money?
Yeah, I did make it. I think $135 or something. So that's pretty good.
In freedom
You
dollars,
paid
no less.
taxes.
Good job.
Yeah, on that going back to Canada.
Yeah, no taxes and like $1,000 Canadian.
Are you going to buy a building there?
No, never. But you could. I mean, you could. You're almost always in Canada now. We know that it's your favorite country, so
I think he wants to go back to Calgary.
Over.
I have a feeling he's more of a Calgary guy.
Montreal, Toronto.
Banff. Yeah, I could avoid the East Coast over there. That's for sure.
We have decades of information security experience here, not just to educate, but to entertain. We've got 4 awesome stories this week, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. This week, we're going to talk about the most boneheaded mistake I've heard in a long while. Gemini is once again proving itself to be a stupid AI.
Hey.
For our third.
Whoa.
We throwing daggers over here. What's going on?
Not so stupid.
What are you? You guys Google employees? Like, what's going on?
Just made the best video you've ever seen. It's on LinkedIn. Go check it out.
World's best security platform is built on it.
For our third topic, hacking ATMs, and close with age verification talk. For our first topic, at least 3 of us on the call, our former colonizers, the United Kingdom, recently revealed how a single email endangered over 100,000 lives and cost the government over £7 billion in resettlement costs. If you watch the Jake Gyllenhaal movie, The Covenant, awesome movie, by the way, you'll know that Afghan locals were instrumental in the success of U.S. and coalition forces in overthrowing the Taliban in 2001 and the decades-long occupation afterwards. We owe those people a debt for putting their lives and the lives of their families at risk to help us. Along the way, the UK amassed the contact information of everyone who helped them during the war, so they could be looked after and resettled after the conflict ended. Well, a British serviceman thought his Afghan contacts might be able to help establish who was eligible for resettlement help and who was not. He decided to email the database, which he thought only contained 150 names, to his trusted sources inside the Afghan government. But the document, in fact, contained 33,000 records and the details of more than 18,000 Afghan applicants and their loved ones, UK spies, their names, and addresses.
That's called doing a Victor when you step on your that hard.
He pressed send twice, apparently unaware of the extent of the data he was sending because of the hidden rows within the spreadsheet. What happened next was the largest non-wartime resettlement and a super injunction that nobody outside of a tight circle was allowed to even talk about it for fear of tipping off the Taliban and giving them a kill list.
That's painful. I did the same thing once with an Excel spreadsheet. I filtered everything out, then I exported a CSV, and then I went to my address book and imported the Excel spreadsheet, not the CSV. I was like, and I didn't figure it out until address book dot whatever was running hot on my computer. I'm like, what the hell is going on right now? And then I was just like, realized I had 120,000 new contacts on my phone.
You had to deduplicate them all or get rid of them all.
Yeah. I dealt with it for years, and one day I was like, this is enough. Every time I got your phone, it was just horrible.
120,000 contacts. All the PII you're walking around with, the risk of losing all that.
Yeah. So, this is a bad one.
So it's a bad one indeed. Yeah.
He victored it for sure.
100,000 people at risk. Even like UK spies. Like, I think that was pretty bad too. They had the contact information of all their, presumably their MI6 agents that were operating in theater.
I thought MI6 was like not a real thing. I thought it was just like Mission Impossible. I didn't think it was real.
MI6 is real. Yeah, MI5 is the equivalent of our FBI, and MI6 is their equivalent of our CIA.
What the heck is going on, Glenn?
What is Glenn?
Oh my god.
Okay. I
was going to say something nice.
Is that a Rasta hat? Like, what is that?
I don't know what that is.
Santa hat?
Yeah. You're
All right,
welcome.
Glenn's wilding out over here.
I was going to say something nice about enterprise browsers. Like, they could have prevented this, but you know what, Glenn? They wouldn't have.
Yeah. So what does your product do again? So
nobody knows.
C10?
Yeah.
Well, it's not a fork of chromium, that's for sure.
So what are you guys working with over there?
All right.
Come on, that was supposed to be funny.
I thought it was.
You're not laughing. Do I have to say it with more of an Israeli accent? Or is it be funny? What are you guys working with?
What are you guys?
Whoa.
What is
Guy might be listening. Come on, dude. Guy might be listening.
What is in your hands?
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. All right, back on track.
Back on track. Yeah. I mean, even I would think I don't know, password protected spreadsheet, maybe even just very basic. I mean, this is the case for email DLP controls or just looking at the file that says, hey, I'm about to send 150 names. Why is my spreadsheet 33 megabytes?
I mean, in all fairness, anytime I do like a PowerPoint presentation and I'm done, I go to save it. I'm like, how the hell is it 756 meg?
That's all the images.
It's always the images, yeah.
Oh, you got video and audio in there too, though, right?
Never. No.
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 Come on.
I swear.
I'll say this is the first time I did a LinkedIn post with a video, and I got to say the views are off the charts.
Yeah, that thing played beautifully.
You're welcome. I'm going to start charging for this.
Victor just living out his fantasies online with us.
Think about all the trauma that I had to go through, all the prompts that I had to engineer to get to this perfect double tapping video.
How long did it actually take you?
Like 10 minutes.
Oh, that's not too bad.
All right, so I guess LinkedIn measures it in impressions. I guess it's views and there's impressions. So I think last week, not a great week, 349 impressions. This week, 10,300 impressions, 716% increase week over week.
Wow, let's get more listeners.
Oh.
Will I be in charge of creating the video for next week?
Could be. I'll give you the title of social media producer.
Let's go. Gemini abuser.
How many videos do you get to submit to Gemini? Because I was looking at it. We're like limited to 3 per day.
Per day?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I think Vic pays for it, so he probably
Yeah, I
has
pay
more.
for it. I don't know. I have like thousands. I think I have 1,000 credits per month.
How much do you pay for
He
it
pays
per
for the
month?
stupid AI.
I think it's like 20 something US.
Canadian.
No, but you know what? That's the thing about Google. It's well integrated. So it counts for my storage. So they gave me storage. I get Gemini AI. I get like everything embedded to Gmail. So it's pretty well integrated. If you buy OpenAI, well, that's cool. But then you don't get extra storage or you don't get anything added into your productivity suite. So I think that's why it's a pretty good buy.
Value. The word you're looking for is value.
Value.
There is no value. It's Google. They're selling you out, bro.
Your data's gone.
Yeah, it says OpenAI. We're all cooked.
Does Google have a control that doesn't allow you to send 100,000 names of important people?
It's Google DLP.
No. But that's kind of crazy, though. It should have been like, I don't know. But the fact is, it's probably happening like that all the time, like in courts, in businesses. Like, even if it was Zscaler, do you think they send HR databases on a daily basis via email? Like, how does that even happen? I feel like there should be some form of secure process for that.
Who's still working in a database that's...
Well, it was an Excel spreadsheet. They call it a database, but it was really an Excel spreadsheet because they hid the rows. I guess somebody had put a filter on this. It's only filter for, these 150 people. So the guy sent out the spreadsheet thinking it was only 150, but there were like 30,000 names in the spreadsheet.
Ruh-roh.
Let's just hope that there's not like a mass execute. There's not a mass execution. Like, this is horrible.
Yeah, so I think they resettle most people. That's why they said they spent over £7 billion. And that's, to me, at least seems on the low side of resettling, 100,000 people.
So what is that? Was that
places?
$7 per user?
7,000?
Yeah, how much do movers cost in Afghanistan? Just a U-Haul truck coming in.
Yeah. Well, it's that. It's the logistics. It's finding them a new place to to resettle. But yeah, I think it happened over a number of years, but the article goes into detail that said, like, UK Parliament had to suspend some immigration rules. They had to loosen some immigration rules, and people from the outside couldn't figure out, like, there was no logical reason for them to be doing that at this time. But now that the super injunction is lifted, like, okay, well, that makes sense that they did it for these Afghans that they had to relocate. But it was very tight knit, very close circle of need to know.
Well, it's about time they got taken care of.
Yeah, it's like they could keep a lid on that, but they couldn't keep a lid on the list. And the way the list came out was actually, I don't know, I shouldn't say funny, but maybe ironic, that somebody on a Facebook group, I guess there's a Facebook group dedicated to people that want to help the Afghan refugees, and someone posted that says, hey, I've got some info, and he posted like a sample of it, and then people were like, wait a minute, that info is legitimate, like, where did you get that? And then they dug deeper and like, uh-oh, this thing got leaked.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Is that a red canary shirt you're wearing?
It is a red canary shirt. I got
and
it.
Are you drinking a Moscow Mule?
No, this is a flat white coffee.
Oh, okay.
I still have yet to be invited over for some coffee.
Hey, it's just like you and the pool things. Like, you're welcome to come anytime, Glenn. Anytime you're in the neighborhood, swing on by.
I guess so.
Yeah, Victor and Brian have both been to my house. You have not. You live the closest.
What? No, I do need to get you some. I do need to get you some firewood. So, yeah.
I just want to eat some more doughy pizza again.
From Chris's house, he didn't know how to cook a pizza.
Yeah, pretty much.
I used the wrong dough. I used a pre-made dough. I didn't have enough time because I had literally just like set it up the day before. I'm like, I'm just gonna buy pre-made dough, and that was probably my mistake.
But pre-made dough is pretty good. You just got to know how to stretch it out.
It is, but I don't know. Yeah, it was like
just saying,
burned on the outside and doughy on the inside.
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you how to make a pizza.
All right, when you come over for that coffee, you'll show me.
You got it.
Victor, are you in the U.S. right now? Where are you at? Or are you back home?
Yeah, no, I'm home for now, but I'm leaving back on Sunday for New York for a QBR. So back to the U.S.
On your next commission check, you're going to get maybe some braces that fix that bear trap of a mouth of yours.
Wow.
He had braces when we met.
Yeah, I had braces, dude.
I'm just wondering, like, you're not wearing your retainers. I'm just saying.
I am all the time, every night.
Are braces covered by Canadian healthcare?
No.
They are, but you gotta wait like 25 years to get them, right?
Gotta be on the list by the time as soon as you're conceived.
We all know that QBR starts on Tuesday. You just can't wait to get the hell out of the house when you're leaving on Sunday.
That food poisoning. Yeah, that's it. Maybe your girlfriend
food
poisoned you, so you can stop traveling.
He wants to hang out with all his international friends.
Does that scare you as an American? Internationals in the U.S.?
No, that's all New York is. Yeah, it's a melting pot of people, bro.
Are you gonna call ICE on me?
No.
For our second topic, if we need another reason to make the claim that Google Gemini is stupid, security researchers are able to successfully hijack Gemini and steal user data by sending maliciously crafted Google Calendar invites. By sending a calendar invite with an embedded prompt injection, often hidden in the event title, attackers can potentially exfiltrate email content and calendar information, track victims' location, control smart home devices via Google Home, open apps on Android, and even trigger Zoom video calls. Once the victim interacts with Gemini, like asking, "What are my calendar events today?" Gemini pulls the list of events from the calendar, including the malicious event title the attacker embedded. And I'm betting we're going to see this more once AI agents become more ubiquitous.
Do you think AI would be able to defend against that?
It's one of those things, like with the internet. Internet was not built with security in mind, so now we're just bolting on internet 40 years later. It's probably the same thing. It's like moving too fast with AI. We think we have guardrails and everything, but no, we're just always playing catch up.
I'm just surprised that Google fell for this.
Google has a pretty good team of researchers, especially on the security side. So yeah, I too am surprised that they haven't red teamed the crap out of it and were able to find this prompt injection.
How big do you think the red team actually is?
They bought Mangent, and they repurposed a bunch of red team consultants to their internal red team, because I know a few of these guys, so must be in the hundreds.
I would think that'd be more than hundreds, though, don't you? No. And
In the red team?
Yeah. And do you think they would line up that product? Google's freaking huge, man.
Team. Well, they have like their threat intelligence group. They have Project Zero, and then they have their red team. So they're all sort of focused on the same goals, but different ways of getting there.
They probably have 1 million red teamers. I'm just going to say.
Well, they have a bug bounty program too, right? So they actually pay people to find their bugs.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I forgot.
Just pay someone a
I
reward
forgot how they
instead of paying
found
them a
this
salary.
one. I think it was like, I think it was some security researchers that found this one.
So if you work for them and you found a bug, do you get paid the bug bounty?
No.
Probably not.
That's your job. It's more like you find $1 million bug, you quit, and then you report it.
Yeah.
All right, here's some quick math.
Yeah.
Quick math, Chris. So Google paid out $11.8 million to 660 researchers last year. What is that average?
$20K a piece ish.
Close. 18, yeah. 18K. So
yeah.
That's Asian math. That's Asian math for you right there, buddy.
I'm telling you, man, that's good.
Yeah,
something you might be interested in. I can't call you by your Zoom name, Glenn, would be typical ranges for Chrome bugs are 7K to 25K.
Yeah, they'll pay a lot for Chrome 0 days, because it's 90% of the browser market out there.
Do you see that Perplexity try to buy them for like $1 trillion or something?
The Chrome.
Yeah.
Google's not going to sell Chrome. No way.
Perplexity tried to buy Chrome.
Google would buy Perplexity before they sell Chrome.
Yeah, they have a better chance buying Arc.
What does Perplexity even do? I'm perplexed.
No, the AI startup.
Did they lowball them, or did they actually come in with a good offer?
I think it was low. Was it 15 billion? It was
After reconsideration, they tried to make a bid for Internet Explorer, I heard. Sounds like a LinkedIn post.
34.5 billion.
That's pretty big.
They even called it a long shot offer. 34.5 billion. Chrome itself is, I mean, Google's what, $2 trillion in market cap. Chrome's got to be 500 billion of that or more. Like, without Chrome, like they don't have the user data. Like all that data, all that user data, the telemetry, the defaulting to Google search engine, all
but
that
they
stuff,
get that data from the other commercial browsers too, though, right? That's how those other commercial browsers exist.
Yeah, well, they pay.
Chrome is their bread and butter.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much were they paying Apple to get the Chrome browser on the Apple devices? I think it was only $10 billion.
A year, yeah, something crazy like that.
And it wasn't that much for them. If they can afford just $10 billion for that, they must have made at least 3, 4, 5 times that.
Why would you do that? Because the first thing you do when you open any new computer is do what?
Download Firefox.
I install Brave, Glenn.
Yeah.
Whatever. Most normies install Chrome.
Yeah.
You know what? I got pissed off because when I got my MacBook, you can't uninstall most of it, of the stupid apps that come with the MacBook.
Yeah, you can't uninstall Safari. You can't install Safari.
Okay, maybe not Safari, but like Pages and Keynote and all those, you just drag to the trash can. You just delete them.
But a bunch of them you can't. It's just built in. You can't delete them. I have 4 apps on my MacBook. I have like browsers and.
That's because you're an Android user.
Yeah. Just get
What's an
Windows. Why do
Android
you even get a
user
Mac?
do? You-
Yeah.
yeah.
The world's smallest violin playing
Yeah.
for Victor right now that he can't uninstall.
Why don't you get a
Vic, why-
Samsung
why did-
Android or Chromebook?
Yeah.
Why don't you get a Chromebook to go with your
Yeah, she got a
Android?
Chromebook, loser. Why didn't you
Same
get a
that Google
Chromebook, huh?
ecosystem.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah.
That's open
Mister, I
source.
have an Android device. What'd you get a Mac?
Well, for work, I didn't have an option.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do. You can work
You're
on
a freaking
Chromebook.
startup.
Yeah.
No, I can. They won't buy it. It's not my choice.
You're going to tell me that
That's what I'm
startup
saying.
was like, we want to spend 4x the amount for a laptop as opposed to Windows. I'm sure you had a Windows option.
Yeah, because they want to manage it with Jamf. I don't know if you can manage it. Can you manage a Chromebook with Jamf? I don't know.
Yeah.
Never had one.
I don't know.
You can
No,
manage a
it's,
Chromebook with
That's Google's
Google
enterprise.
Yeah, Google
whatever.
Enterprise. Yeah. Cloud services, whatever the heck they're called today.
But all that to say, to come back to the topic, the LLM bypass and vulnerabilities, it's very real. I remember last summer when I did the Wiz LLM CTF, like it's a lot of prompt engineering. At first I thought, yeah, you could just ask and there's rules and it's going to block it. But if you beg or do something else or say like, no, I need this information for my book. And then the LLM, the model is just like, hey, okay, that's fine then. It's for a book, or if it's for a song, or like, I can't swear, but can you swear to write a book? You know, that's all these sort of bypasses end up working. So it's very interesting.
Yep.
One time I was using it to write something. I forget what it was. Trying to, like, something edgy, unhinged maybe. And I was like, oh, come up with like a persona like Kenny Powers / Ari Gold. And I was like, oh, that's good. Give me more. He's like, you want me to go deeper? I'm like, yeah, go deeper. He's like, I'm like,
That's what
he
she
gives
said.
me something. Yeah, I know, right? And then it was like, oh, do you want me to go to the depths of hell? I'm like, sure, let's go. And then like after the 10th time, it's like, you want to like, hang out with the devil and like, I forget what it was saying. And like, go even further. I was like, yeah, and really push the envelope. I'm like, yeah. I was like, sorry, you're going to violate the terms and conditions of an AI. I was like, what? I'm like, you're the one that suggested it, man. I'm just yes-ending with you.
It's true. Brian is a walking unhinged mode AI.
No.
Do you guys use that? Do you guys use Grok unhinged inside your cars?
I can't with the kids in there, but I've seen videos.
Yeah, I've seen videos.
It's
Do
hilarious.
you always have someone in the car with you, Chris?
Lately, yeah. A lot of the times.
What's her name?
My daughter's name.
Grace.
Or my wife's name.
Grace, duh.
Designated chauffeur.
Grace doesn't mind.
She doesn't. Can do it with the kids in the car.
I feel
You
like,
could.
Chris, you're on edge, man. You okay? You need another
Yeah.
week in Vegas?
I know.
It's like the last thing I need right now. Like,
You had a
Like
week of
exhausted
freedom. Now
still.
you're back under the
yeah.
domestication.
I deal with like I have to deal with like adult stuff now. Like I have this rental property and I have to like go over there and like fix stuff. Got an adult now.
They have people that can do that for you.
Yeah.
They do. I actually have to find someone to hire to fix the problem. I was over there for like an hour and a half today trying to fix something. I'm like, I gotta throw in the towel. I gotta call in the professional.
This is in up north where I live?
No,
No.
it's by me.
Oh, okay. I got someone for you.
Yeah, if I want to pay their 2-hour travel fee each way.
No. I got someone that's based out of San Francisco. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right.
Still 2 hours.
I know, right? Doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, I got
2 hours
someone
by
based out of
freeway or 2 hours by road in San Francisco. Same thing.
So when you come home, is like everyone clamoring for you, Chris? You're like, Daddy, hold me.
Yeah, I think so. I think the kids are still at that age where they actually miss me and not lock themselves in the room quite yet.
Oh, that's
Playing
right.
Minecraft.
Playing Minecraft. The kids yearn for the mines.
MCP servers.
Right, for our third topic, the UNC 2891 hacking group, also known as Light Basin, used a 4G-equipped Raspberry Pi hidden in a bank's network to bypass security defenses in a newly discovered attack.
Yes, let's go.
The single-board computer was physically connected to the ATM network switch, creating an invisible channel into the bank's internal network, allowing attackers to move laterally and deploy backdoors. Their goal was to intercept ATM traffic to perform ATM jackpotting attacks to spoof ATM authorization commands and have the ATMs dispense cash but not remove any money from the user's account. The group bribed or socially engineered their way into installing the Pi with a 4G modem, so they had persistent remote access without the threat of bypassing firewalls or security controls. They pivoted to a mail server in the organization that had direct internet access to maintain persistence even after the Pi was discovered and removed.
Well, it seems like unavoidable, guys. The world's going to end. We're all going to die.
That's physical access. Right?
It's a hybrid attack. They had physical access and then they got network access based off the physical access.
But how many times have you gone and seen an ATM sitting in the middle of a gas station with a firewall,
like a Cisco switch on top?
Yeah, like an ASA sitting right behind it, right? And just go ahead and plug inside here.
It says console into it.
Yeah.
The trusty old Sophos firewall for the lottery.
Yeah.
Barracuda.
Yeah, Barracuda firewall.
Way to really toe the line here, Vic. Great content you're coming up with today. Stick to AI image generation, please. Barracuda.
But how did they get it in? They said so that they bribed someone to put it in, but was that person arrested?
They don't know. They don't know how they got in. They said the only way they could have gotten in was they bribed them or they had social engineering, like a janitor, or they snuck in. Like, how was that? I think it was at was that DEF CON this year? I think someone was walking around, they didn't have a badge, and normally they get kicked out. But this guy was basically saying, like, someone asked him, "How'd you get in?" And so it was like, "Well, I got an orange vest and a ladder." That's how you got into DEF CON without a badge.
This year, interesting. You think they would have stopped that by now? That's like the oldest hack in the book, right?
It is, yeah. And normally they're called goon, which is kind of weird. But anyways, the people that are helping there, they're volunteers. They're called goons, and they all wear red, and that's part of their job is to look around and see who doesn't belong. Like if you walking around without a badge, because in theory, like I could have 2 badges, and then I walk in with Brian, and then I take Brian's badge. He's already in, so I take it out, and then I give it to Victor. Then he walks in with Brian's badge, and like you can sneak people in that way. But you're always supposed to be wearing it, so even like when you go into a talk, they're supposed to check you. So I don't know how this guy was managed to maintain persistence, but he was walking around without a badge and claims he got in with a hard hat and a bright vest and a clipboard. So that's one way to walk into a server room.
It's funny they call them goons, because isn't there something called gooning or gooners now?
Yeah. That was the funny part. It's like you're a goon. Like, wait, you do know what that means, right? Gooning.
I wore a shirt today that said Goon Squad, and I was getting some looks. I was like, probably should not have. This is before that. That was before that, guys. I promise.
That word has changed connotations.
Yeah, my generation doesn't know that. You're just weird, Brian.
Your generation probably created it, man.
Oh yeah,
I
for sure
that.
they did.
There's that company, ISIS Pharmaceuticals, and they're like, probably time for us to change our name.
ISIS Toyota, yeah.
Actually, Canada, you had an organization named ISIS. That was like Immigration Service Settlement Services or something, and yeah, they had to change their name too.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So that's like a taboo thing, right? So just like the Hitler mustache, no one can ever wear or sport that mustache. That Charlie Chaplin mustache, right?
I know. Someone's always got to ruin it.
That's rough. It's rough.
Victor seems like in his time in security, he's probably encountered some kind of rogue Raspberry Pi device.
Getting planted.
I haven't, but I remember at the bank, one of the initiatives was to find rogue devices, and honestly, we did find a few, but from what I recall, it was just random computers that were left out of the patching cycle or stuff like that. It was never anything malicious. It was always just, they missed a Windows patch, and then they missed something else, and then they were left out of the domain, and then they missed this again. And so at the end of the day, you had some of these workstations or servers or printers, whatever it was, that were just completely left out of everything because they had missed sequentially everything that they shouldn't have missed. But nothing malicious.
I think that red teaming largely is just like a very uneventful job. Kind of boring, you know what I mean? You're just hoping. Gotta stay sharp.
I did recall a story actually. When I was a manager at KPMG, I had this engagement with a bank, and we needed to physically break through 28 or 30 different branches. So I sent this guy to go through all of the branches, and he actually got stopped in one of the vaults of one of the branches. And I told him he wasn't supposed to get in the vault, but the back door was actually
outside the scope.
Yeah, it was outside of the scope. But the problem is he didn't know he was in the vault because he got in from the back door and then just took a random right or left turn, and he ended up in the vault. The door was just wide open.
That's
smart
pretty
enough to
bad.
break in, dumb enough to not know where you're at. All right.
Yeah, that's pretty bad that he didn't know that he was in the vault.
In the vault, it's like, what's this giant 10-foot steel door doing here?
In multiple ways, like, why am I on the back side of the vault door?
It was this very, very small branch in the middle of nowhere. So the building was like so small that the vault was also that small. So they didn't realize, and they had to stop him, and then they called in corporate security and everything.
I swear to God, I was in the closet and I took a left, and here I am in the vault.
This isn't where I parked my car.
Call Victor; he'll help me. All right.
Yeah, but most of the time,
get
he
a
was able
jail-free card
to steal stuff and take pictures, steal laptops, take files all the time. Like maybe 50 to 60% of the time, he was able to steal stuff and just leave. So I can imagine that these guys probably did the same. There's a small chance that they actually just came in with a suit, left a few USB keys or rubber duckies or Raspberry Pis, and then they just left. Fully possible.
Yeah, just leaving like a Dropbox, or you'd be surprised how often there's like an open network port in a reception area and they don't have port security.
I remember when I was working at another company doing operations, or actually project management, and inside of the NOC, so a manager had plugged in an extra switch, or thought he was cabling something, and he basically created a big loop and took the whole network out and spanned it some type of.
Did you have like spanning tree turned on or something?
Yeah, exactly. It just knocked
create
the
a broadcast storm.
Oh my gosh, it was so hilarious. We gave him so much for carrying a switch. We told him he's never allowed to touch a switch again. So, yeah, that was funny.
Did we ever cover the one where it's like a network manager was running like a Bitcoin farm in his data center? He's like free power and cooling.
Yeah, that was an employee of a state or right that did that.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
There was like I think it was a power plant in Ukraine that did that. Like they bridged the control network to the OT network because they wanted to mine Bitcoin or something.
Yeah.
There was that story, I remember.
I remember us talking about it, so.
Yeah.
You know, when Bitcoin was a thing, I was telling people, I'm like, yeah, just, spin up this rig at work. If your firewall blocks it, use a VPN. I'm like, yeah. In retrospect, I probably should not have been giving that advice. But on the flip side, if you did mine Bitcoin when I told you to, you probably could be retired now and you wouldn't have to work.
We all could.
There was one time I went to the bank, always, like, without fail. I pull out the exact same denomination all the time. Got back to the house, divvied it up. I was like, I'm short like a 20. I'm 100% sure. Like, I counted it multiple times. I went down to the bank. I was like, I'm going to tell you, your ATM, like, cheated me out of $20. And, like, this is a point in time where $20 kind of meant a lot of things to me. And they're just like, instead of SOL, they're like, well, we'll just, we'll reach out to ATM support and get back to you. And then, sure enough, like, I got a call. They're like, come down and get your money. Like, within an hour. It was so quick.
That's cool. Is it a big bank or a credit union?
Big bank. Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I had to deal with a big bank once with an ATM issue, and I just got like thrown in circles. So I never got mine resolved. I wasn't missing money. It's just like it wouldn't work the way it was supposed to, and we had to get like timestamps and everything, and like it's not worth the effort.
You guys understand my checking account's linked to my savings account. I'm trying to make a big purchase here.
That never happened to me because I never used an ATM because I'm under 50 years old. So,
wow, congratulations.
He doesn't even know what cash smells like. So
it's like pesos up there. So why would you need to carry?
Ours is very colorful.
When I went to Canada, like a month ago, that's all they did. Like all these places said cash only, no card.
There's been this trend where
look at him backpedaling bit,
going back to cash because of the credit card fees that are so high that they would rather accept cash and lower the prices.
And it facilitates tax fraud too.
Shh.
Hey.
Hey,
I don't know if that's an out west thing. I visited Western Canada and Victor's on Eastern, so maybe they still embrace credit cards.
Saying no tax on tips or overtime in the U.S.
None Canada. Although there were places that says we accept Alipay and some of these other. I guess it's like the Canadian equivalent of Venmo, but I'm like, well, I don't have access to the Canadian App Store, and I don't have a Canadian bank account, so I'm SOL on that and just have to deal with cash.
No, it's the Chinese Venmo. It's because there's so many Chinese in Vancouver.
Yeah. I'm not a Chinese national either, so I can't sign up for Alipay.
You could be. You're only one trade secret away from getting your passport.
I went to the supermarket chain up there, TNT, and I tried to join their rewards club because we were there for a while and I was spending so much money there. I'm like, I may as well get some reward points for this, and then download the TNT app and registered, and they're like, oh, you can't use that here. That's the TNT USA app. You have to use the Canadian app. I'm like, well, how do I download the Canadian app? Like, well, you got to go into iTunes and change your region. I tried to change the region, and like, nope, you're not allowed to change your region. So I'm like, all right, forget it.
Chris, you know how much money in your time you wasted to save $2 or $3 is insane.
I was determined to get those reward points, Brian.
Did you download TikTok while you're there?
I did not download TikTok.
Okay.
Should have just borrowed Victor's phone. I'm like, I'll just create a new iTunes account, register to Canada.
On my Google phone?
Or Google Play, whatever.
Gaggle.
All right, for our last topic, it'll be a rotating topic every week. This week, we're going to talk about a somewhat cyber-adjacent story. The UK implemented an online age verification system this week. This is part of the Online Safety Act of 2023 and aims to protect children from accessing, quote, harmful or age-inappropriate content online, particularly pornography, self-harm, suicide, and eating disorder material. Websites and apps hosting such content must implement highly effective age checks to ensure users are over 18. As you can imagine, post-enforcement VPN signups spiked. For example, Proton VPN reported a 1,400% increase, and NordVPN reported a 1,000% increase in signups as users mask their location to bypass checks. So do you think age verification will actually work and help keep kids safe?
What do you do? Log in with an ID.me account so that way they can identify who you are and what you're surfing? It's good, but interesting.
Is NordVPN and Proton free? Or are you still giving ID over there?
They have free tiers of it.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Like, so if you're in the UK and you go to Google and you type in blood, what are you going to find? I'm sure there's no safeguards around that.
Yeah, I think it's websites that primarily cater to this particular content. Actually, I sent you guys a screenshot in the group chat. I encountered this when we were in Las Vegas. So in Las Vegas, this hotel was egressing out of Kansas, and then Kansas would send me to the Dallas data center, and Texas passed a similar law. So just for fun, I wanted to see if I could access an adult content website, and nope, it said, Texas implemented this
just
law.
For research.
Just for fun.
Verify your age.
Yeah. Just for research, yeah.
Screenshot was at 2:31 a.m. Yeah, couldn't fall asleep. I get it.
Chris had to do his daily homeworks.
For research.
Yes.
Wrist exercises. Yep.
So what was funny was one of the ways that the UK said you can verify your age. So one is obvious, your government ID. Just upload it, like Glenn said, whatever their equivalent of ID.me is over there, or a credit card. You have to be 18 to have a credit card. But one of them is they'll scan your face, and they claim they won't do facial recognition, but they can at least estimate your age from the structure of your face. And there's one guy in the UK. He's considered the most tattooed man alive, and he tried to do it, and then it said, take off your mask. Like, you can't be wearing a mask. And the guy's like, well, I'm tattooed. I can't really take off my skin. So that AI facial age estimation did not work for him.
Did you hear about the Shane Gillis? He said he was like, I think he was in Texas. And he's like, oh, he got trying to surf some adult content. And he goes, the website went to his blogs. He's like, oh, so apparently you can use Reddit for that. And he goes, decides to download it. Because apparently he doesn't keep it on his phone. I have no idea. But he goes, as soon as he opens it up, he's like, it's kind of funny. He's like, getting ready to do my thing. And like the first post is like, Shane Gillis sucks. He's like, it just took away all the moment. Like, apparently for him, it's a very toxic website because people are always just leaving horrible things about him. So it kind of killed the moment.
Shane Gillis and OnlyFans dad is hilarious.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That is also not appropriate if you look that one up.
Yeah.
Not safe for work, but hilarious.
It's not safe for work, but hilarious nonetheless. All right.
Do you
I
think,
guarantee
do you think
you
I would
guys-
pass that check? Do you think I would pass
Yeah,
that
obviously.
check?
That giant
Vegas-
forehead and receding hairline, I think you're 74.
Because in Vegas, my ID at the casino said the lady thought that I was 129 years old. The machine could not recognize my ID. So,
Why? Is it the way you guys write it?
no, I don't know. I guess the
It's
American
like the
machines
day,
only
month,
recognize-
year, or year, month, day. It's like, yeah, it's the weird date format you guys use in your
But-
IDs.
It was in Celsius, that's why.
Yeah. Any of these methods is going to provide detail about the person that's surfing content, right? Like I said, good or bad. That's the whole point. Yeah.
That's the whole argument here, right? And why privacy organizations and especially like the EFF are against it, because like now you're building a database of people who access this content, and the internet is supposed to be open and anonymous, and that goes against everything that they believe in.
Pornography should be on the Monero blockchain.
Monero blockchain.
There you go. Privacy protected.
One thing I read that is an interesting balance between privacy and quote safety is the device makers. So Apple and Google will have your age. They'll have to have some way of verifying your age. Either you set it and be honest about it, or verify it with ID or credit card or something. And then the website uses an API to ask, is this user over 18? And it should be immutable too. And they'll ask, is this user over 18? And then if it's a yes, then that's all they need to know. Like, they don't need to know your name. They don't need to know your exact birthday. They just need to know, are you over 18? Yes, no. And then that should be it. And then if it's like, car rental website, are you over 25? Yes, no. Like, that's all they need to know.
I doubt. Car rental is totally different. You have to have a driver's license to do that. But surfing the internet, that should be not, like I said, agree and disagree on some of this. I like the fact that we're trying to protect kids, but some of it is a little overreaching.
It's definitely overreach. Do you think this would
or
work? Go ahead, Chris.
I was going to say, like, in Australia, you have to be 16 to sign up for a social media account. So all you need to do is ask the API, is this user over 16? Yes or no? And then they can give you an answer and let you sign up or not. Like, they don't need to know your exact birth date.
Yeah, but you can sign up in someone else's name as well and pretend to be somebody else. So
if a kid downloaded Tor, would they still be able to find self-harming stuff on that? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Tor is anonymizing, just like a VPN.
If you're under the age of 18 and you're listening to this in the UK, do not do this, young child. Do not hurt yourself.
But then
Not
the government
Tor
being
browser.
Yeah, the government being the government, they're now going to ask for age verification to get Tor.
Yeah. I think
That's
this
the
is
next
like
step, right? It's like Russia. They're just going to ban VPNs now.
Yeah. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. I like it, right? We're trying to protect kids, but I think it's overreach. And I think all that's going to happen is it's going to have all these microsites start to pop up with whatever kind of content that's out there.
Yeah.
Bye, Glenn. We love you.
Bye, Glenn. When I think it was, what was that blog site? I can't even remember it now. Was it LiveJournal or Tumblr? Was it Tumblr?
It's Tumblr, yeah.
Yeah, technically it's classified as a blog, but like 80% of Tumblr was adult content. It's like, yeah,
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Bye, Glenn.
Bye, Hugh.
Anyways, yeah, my opinion is you can't legislate yourself out of this problem. And if there's anybody on the planet who knows how to circumvent network and computer controls, it's going to be teenagers.
Oh, yeah. My kids would always find out, like, this be sitting there on their school laptop at home that's supposed to be protected. And they'd just be sitting there watching movies. They're like, yeah, I found a great website. We can just stream any movie. Like, good for you guys.
Gotta have that Zscaler tunnel up, so even if they can access it through the Chromebook, it's blocked at the edge.
Wow. I'm not a jerk, Chris.
I don't know. It could be laced with malware. You never know.
It's a Chromebook. What do I hear?
That's true. We continue to get great comments about our dad joke of the week. Dad joke of the week. This week, Victor is up. And too bad Glenn's not here to hear it.
Yeah.
Is it a good one?
I would have liked it. All right. My boss asked me why I got a Chinese calendar.
Oh, boy.
I told him it was so I could walk around the clock.
Waka, waka, waka.
Chinese clock, I think. Wouldn't it be better? Walk around. All right. You keep telling yourself that was a good one. All right, to wrap things up, the UK government did not have good email DLP controls. Google Gemini needs better input validation. An ATM hack got foiled, and age verification won't work. That's all I have for this week. Hope you enjoyed this week's episode. You can find us on LinkedIn. Links will be in the description. Follow us on Instagram at PEBCAK Podcast. Thank you to our listeners and subscribers. Rate us 5 stars in the iTunes Store and Spotify. Left us a review. We appreciate you all spreading the word to help grow the show. The best way to find us is to search for the PEBCAK Podcast in your favorite podcast listening app. My co-host Brian Deitch and Glenn Medina, and our guest Victor DeLuca. I'm Chris Louie. Thanks for listening. We'll see you all next weekend. As always, have a nice day.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. Glenn, we hate you.
Have a nice day.